Little Big Podcast. This is episode 109. That means next week we're supposed to have an interview with Media Molecule. Have you gotten on that yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, me
but
too.
It's a secret. And with that interview with Media Molecule
will be an announcement about
a contest.
Yeah, we kind of finished the sentence there.
Yes,
It's kind of creepy, but
we have an announcement about a crown contest coming up in the next episode.
Yeah.
So be sure to tune in for that so you can become part of the
now
royal family.
a lot of you complained last time we had a crown contest. Well, not everybody has a camera to take pic. This one is going to be all in game, so it's everybody's game, and it's going to be a really fun contest.
Awesome. So be sure to tune in next week for that, but keep it tuned here this week to the present to watch this episode. Yeah. And then you can fast forward to next Friday if you can do that.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, if you can fast forward to next Friday, go for it.
That would be incredible. Let us know what happens.
Yeah.
Alright, first up we have some art. The first one is from Josh W., and he made an awesome 3D Sackbot. Don't know quite how tall it is, but it looks at least 8 inches. And
I think it's taller than that.
It was incredible. Looks just like a Sackbot. I doubt it moves, but it's very cool.
Right.
And yeah, congrats. Good job. We have some very talented art and modeling people in our community.
Yeah, the next one is a picture of Da Vinci, and it's by CDC US 97, and it's a really, really good sketch of Da Vinci.
Yeah,
which is
it looks
kind of
really
what
cool.
I said. So.
And I don't know, I'm pretty convinced some of these people might work for Media Molecule, and they're just pulling our leg by drawing these pictures and sending us in. And then we're like, wow, those are really good. Good job, fans.
They're probably sitting there laughing.
They're sitting there laughing hysterically as they're watching this, thinking, haha, we got them.
Yeah.
Or not. Maybe you guys are just really talented, which I do believe.
Deserve to work
because there are lots of people out there that are very talented.
Alright, and our next one is Jean-Luc's
Pirate Sketch. This one's a little blurry. He blamed it on the printer, or the scanner, I guess it would be. Same thing, most of the time. And it's really cool. Once again, I mean, a really good doodle. I don't know how people...
That's not a doodle, man.
Okay, whatever. It's a really good drawing. I really just
Your best art is a doodle.
Yeah, a stick figure. I can even draw stick figures, right?
He doesn't. And, like, when he draws a smiley face, he does, like, lines instead of circles. And that...
well, that's how I always do it on the computer. I do an equal sign and a...
Yeah, and that kills me. And you do equals D, equals whatever. And I do colon D.
Better.
No, it doesn't.
Whatever. Okay, so back to the pirate.
Comment and tell us what you think.
Okay.
Is it colon D or equals D or smiley face?
Back to the pirate sketch. I don't see how people constantly get the head dimensions right on Sackboy.
No.
Like, I can never do that. Even if I'm just trying to draw like an outline of Sackboy, I can never get it to look right.
I can't either.
I mean, I've seen Sackboy for almost 3 years now.
Actually, it is probably.
It has been 3 years.
Because
GDC is coming out.
Yeah, had some trailers.
Like, I've seen Sackboy for 3 years. I mean, yeah, I can't draw it for the life of me. But that has to do with my artistic talent.
Which there isn't any.
No. Okay, so speaking of artistic talent, we have 3 more pieces of art, but these aren't really pieces of art as in that were sent into our mailbag. These are pieces of art in the game that you guys can go play.
That were all referred to us on Twitter.
Right.
So we do add all the levels that you tweet to us into the queue, and that's really the only place we do it from.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about OBP.me is just being able to, here's my level, check it out,
queue it up,
click it, and
lovely.
Anyway,
I love it.
So our first level that we chose this week actually just got picked today, I believe.
Maybe yesterday?
Maybe yesterday. And it's Pinball of a Better Tomorrow by Strange Palm.
Now, we got this recommended to us when it wasn't picked. So when it did get picked, I was almost going to not feature it because we've been trying not to feature picked levels unless we feature them before they're picked. But this level was so good that we had to feature it.
Right. Plus, he's a very faithful Twitterer at us, and of course a viewer.
Yes.
I do believe he's the winner of one of the contests.
Don't bring that up again.
Whatever it was.
Still jealous and still waiting for that package in the mail with my TV.
So the level is really awesome. I love the pinball.
Yes.
Pinball is just amazing, and just to have it in LBP2 and to finally be able to play it. So that you have buttons that control your levers.
Oh, I know.
Instead of having to grab up to do this, grab left, grab right, which was intuitive. But in Little Big Planet 2, the direct control seats, control-inator, whatever you want to call it, is just brilliantly enabled to do all this cool stuff. They even threw in the option to change between Little Big Planet 2 music and Little Big Planet 1 music, which, I don't see why that... I mean, I guess people complain about that, maybe? But anyway, it's a very cool feature. Very cool level. Definitely go check it out. You can find it by just going to the Picks. Should be the second level down if you're playing it this Friday. If you're playing it 2 years from now, who knows where it'll be.
You can click on the LBP.me link that we included.
Yes. down next to our planet branding.
Yes.
Lower third.
Above the garage.
Yes. So
And, hold on, one more thing about this, and like you were mentioning how it's a game, right?
Right.
Independent controls and everything. It was kind of funny because you actually responded to a Will Powers tweet earlier today. He was like, "So what's your favorite game, or what's the game you're looking forward to a little bit
coming out the most?" And I tweeted Little Big Planet because really, Little Big Planet's a game that pretty much comes out every single day.
I know there's like new content.
Like you don't
games.
you don't wait for release day and go, yes, okay, Little Big Planet 2, and you get it and you play it and then you're done. I mean, Little Big Planet 2 pretty much has a release day every day.
Right.
When you think about it.
That's gonna be the new ad campaign. Release day is every day.
Or that could be our tagline for Little Big Planet that we came up with.
Yeah. Trademarked.
Okay.
It's now TM.
So our next level is Battleships by OK and Go.
You know, every time I see that, I don't think of a creator. I think of something else.
I think of OK Go.
Yeah, I think of OK Go. It's like,
but it's not OK Go. It's OK and Go.
but it's as awesome as OK Go.
Right.
So
This is finally something that like you can see working. I mean, it only has about 700 plays as of now when we featured it, when we picked it and recorded it.
now the funny part was we were playing across the room from each other.
We were playing across the room.
I cheated the whole time and he didn't even pick up on it.
This is one important thing about the game. Make sure you're playing online, because if you're playing offline, even if you're playing locally but online, it'll kick one of the players because anyway, it gives you separate maps to look on.
Yeah.
Which is really, really awesome. So I can't see his ships, and I
as
can't
you said
see.
earlier.
Yeah, it's very intuitive.
It's very
And
intuitive.
anyway, with the new camera tools, you're able to give him a screen and me a screen.
Right.
We can't see each other's ships, and then we can try to sync them. It's very fun, especially when you're not in the same room, being able to look behind you and see
Who
the other
said
person's-
cheaters never win? Oh yes.
He did win, actually. But it's a very fun game. It works perfectly. Didn't find any bugs with it.
Nope.
It's brilliant. I see it getting MM picked.
It's brilliant.
I see it getting MM picked in the very near future. So play it now.
Does he have a crown?
I don't know.
If he doesn't have a crown, he needs
But
a crown.
OK and Go's
That's
a very good creator. They have loads of other levels out on their planet. So after you get done playing this one, make sure to go back and play their other ones because those are really good also. Then our final level for this week is Cryo Lab Test by Arnold23.
Yes, now we actually had the extreme honor and privilege of meeting him in New York City. Very cool. We actually have an interview that we haven't released yet. I don't know
It will be released
how or where we'll release
very
that.
soon.
But
We'll keep you up to date. We can't exactly say where or when yet because, well, we don't know where or when yet.
right.
But we will tell you when that interview goes up. He's a very talented creator. He made a 2-stick floating shooter pretty much exactly like Blast Radius by Johnny. In like 5
less
minutes.
detail, but all the gameplay.
The same core mechanics and everything. He built it in like 5 minutes. Was like, hey guys, look at this. So we went over there.
He was like, I want you to see something that I just made on this kiosk. I'm like, okay, how did you do that?
Yeah.
It's only been like 5 minutes. I walk over
the
there.
game's not even out. I don't even know. Did he have the beta or no?
I don't even know.
And he
but
just,
it was
he
so
just built
funny.
it like that. I'm like, how did you do that? See, that's the cool thing about us. We just get up there and we show off cool people's stuff like this. We can't create anything, which is not always a bad thing because Little Big Planet's about playing, creating, and sharing, so people can
With
get out there and
shares,
play
you
your
guys
awesome
can
stuff.
create, and then well, we're the playing creators. You guys are the
We're
play and sharers.
Yes.
You guys are the creators,
creators.
and we love the creating aspect.
So it's very cool. We can't wait to get that interview out to you because it's really impressive. He's a
Yeah, it
very,
is.
very, very talented person, and he's really cool to know in person.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so-
wish we could do that more often because just having the create jam and just being able to walk over and see what they've done in that amount of time. It's
I'm
mind-blowing.
really hoping we can get an event together sometime late spring, maybe early summer.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a kickoff to summer event, maybe. So we'll see if we can get that organized.
Bring a swimming pool, and the person that loses the contest
Gets
gets
dunked.
thrown in the swimming pool.
I like that. Okay, so now onto the actual description of the level. It was a race, often reminiscent of the level. I forget the name of it, but it's the one that plays Bonnaroo, which is my favorite song in Little Big Planet 2.
It doesn't even make sense.
It's
why
only
that's
used
in the game.
in
I
the
love
one
it.
Lab Rat race level, which is like absolutely hysterical. It works perfectly in that level. I don't know. There's just something about it that just makes me sit there and laugh.
The
because
riding the mice is.
Yeah. So-
Somebody needs to make a cowboy level where you're riding a mouse and you have to like lasso sack bots or something.
The level was just really fun to play. I enjoyed it quite thoroughly.
Yeah.
And it's another versus level that you can play online or offline. And you race around the track, collect cookies for points, and then muffins for boost. And then you try to make 3 laps as fast as you can. You get 1,000 points for being the first one across the line, and then a big bonus at the end for being first place.
Yeah.
Alright,
Fun.
so those were our 3 levels for this week. Hope you enjoyed those. Be sure to check out our level lineup level, which for those of you who don't know, we create a level each week, or at least a little gallery, where you can go in and you can select the levels, or you can actually just go into that our level, and there will be 3 level links, and you can go to the 3 levels we just showcased now. Instead of having to go and add all 3 separately to your queue, you can add our level, go there, and then play the 3. You can go back to our level after you're done with the 1 level and play the other levels. Or if you really don't want to do that, you can go straight to the other levels. We just gave this kind of as like an additional option for you guys.
And one thing, I mean, our level is okay, but if you guys want to make like a super cool gallery or something, and then publish it and let us have it, that would be so cool.
Right.
No, because
you're just bashing my creative.
Yeah,
I made that
it's
gallery level.
pathetic.
Sorry.
It's terrible.
I think it looks pretty decent, but
It looks
you know,
decent,
if you
but
wanna...
decent is.
Oh dear, that light just flipped backwards. Okay.
Okay, that's
now
the
darker
first.
in React Studios.
We will fix this immediately. Please hold. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
All right, we're rolling again. That's a first,
That's
isn't it?
Definitely a first. I think
That
no,
was pretty.
we've
No,
had
we
a
had to
light
like blow,
We've
but
never had a light
go-
flip backwards.
Yeah, we actually.
For those of you who can't see
God.
behind the scenes, which is all of you except for us,
Yeah.
we use cheap $30 orange, bright orange work lights that we picked up
I was all
from
for
our
painting
local home
black.
improvement store.
I wanted to paint it black so it'd look semi-professional, but no.
Orange is just like personality. It's like we're ghetto. We use 500-watt work lights.
That's how we roll.
On to the news. We have first up Podcast number 5. Now this one was hysterical. Actually just got done listening to it as I
love
was
the MM
picking the levels.
podcasts.
They're hilarious. They sit there and they talk about really Kenny, I just like
He
he's
jumps
hilarious.
on the randomest
Like,
topics.
And he'll
sometimes.
always pick up these random sound bits. Like, did you know that when you're going through a score multiplier, there are like twinkling stars in the background? And then he just plays the random audio track, and everybody just sits there, and they cut back in, and everybody's laughing hysterically.
I know, it's
Just the sheer like awe that you get from just listening to it is hilarious. So if you want to find that,
Right.
there's a link down in the garage, and then there's a link in your description wherever you may be. You
And
can go
on
there
my
and check it out.
iPod, there's an annotation with a link.
Right.
Or
Awesome.
something.
So, MM Podcast 5, go listen to it. It's an audio podcast, and then there are actually a couple before that.
10 times
1,
better
2,
than our
and 3, and 4.
podcast. Maybe we shouldn't refer people to it, because then it'll stop watching us and start watching them.
But we're weekly.
We're weekly, yeah. But
And
they've done 2 this year.
They have done 2
That's
this year.
landmark.
So,
they were like, oh, we made our New Year's resolution.
go Media Molecule.
Yay!
You guys all rock. Okay, so moving on to some game show news. We have PAX East coming up March 11th through the 13th. And then GDC, which is Game Developers Conference, February 28th through March 4th. Now, GDC is in San Francisco, and PAX East is in Boston, which is
We almost went to PAX East,
that
but
way.
unforeseen circumstances prevented us from going,
Yeah.
like, school.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we skipped school once already this year to go to New York City, so I don't think we can skip again.
It's like our teachers are probably going, no, you can't skip school for games anymore. You know?
Hey, we got our week's worth out of it.
We
so.
did. We got our week out of it.
So if
no,
you're
we
interested-
made it back for Friday.
If you're interested in PAX East, there may still be passes left. I don't know the status on that. You can go to, what is it?
PAX East.
PAX.
No,
Just Google PAX
Yeah,
East.
PAX East.
Yeah, I forgot the exact website. GDC is a thing for game developers and press only, so you're out of luck for that one. But you can watch certain events. I know Media Molecule's going to be there. I don't know if there are going to be any reveals, but if I were you, I'd keep your eyes open.
yeah, it's like they're going to reveal Little Big Planet 3 or something when none of us are expecting it.
Exactly. Just, Little Big Planet 2 was a joke.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was just a minor update. Here's Little Big Planet 3, marketing for $120 when it comes out. That was just an expansion pack.
Right.
Just kidding.
So, we are now in home. Not your home, don't get freaked out. We're not standing behind you about to.
It's like, turn around. Oh, wait,
No,
we're not
just
there
kidding.
anymore.
Unless you have these weird, like, surround TVs where, like, our episode's playing here and here at the same time, and then you turn around, we really are behind you.
Yeah,
But-
no, hold your iPod behind your head with our podcast on it.
And then
then
turn
watch it
around
on your
and you're gonna be
computer.
like, oh, there they are.
They're behind me.
But not to creep you out, we are in home, but not your home. We are in a PlayStation home. Now, some of you
Your virtual
know what this
home.
is. Some of you don't know what this is. Go to the XMB, then go under the network, or the place where the web browser is.
Yep.
And you go down to network settings, all that, and you can go to PlayStation Home, which is a virtual community that you can log on to. You build your own avatar. You can walk through spaces. Anyway, there's a theater in PlayStation Home. This is going to sound really simplistic for all of you who already know what PlayStation Home is. But anyway, go to PlayStation Home Theater, Auditorium 10, which is the community theater, and you shall be able to watch an exclusive episode of Little Big Podcast. I almost said PlayStation Home again because I've been saying it so much.
Right, and the coolest thing about this is, like, we're everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
just,
we kind of
just
took over.
You walk into the theater, and you can see, like, our posters, our movie posters.
Yeah, we're next to, like, Pulse.
We're next
and
to
also
Pulse
like,
and Tester. I'm like,
we're your next door neighbors now. I mean,
this is really crazy.
It's an honor.
So, basically, you go into the theater, hang a right, and it's the first theater on your right, and you'll see our big banner over top of it and all that
It's like,
crazy stuff.
Okay, drive straight for a little bit, hang a right, can't miss it.
Yeah. So, our episode that's playing in there this week is an interview with John Beach from Media Molecule at the New York City
Laptop
event,
Guy.
and an interview with Laptop Guy.
Yes.
Which are very hilarious, very cool. They're both really funny guys.
Oh, they
And then we hope to
I
be
loved it.
releasing more episodes over the coming weeks, so be sure to keep going there. But one thing to point out, that is a North America thing only, just
So
because
make
of
a
all
North
the
American
legal
account.
stuff, we only broadcast to North America. So, if you live in Europe, you're out of luck unless you happen to have a North American account, then you can
And
sneak
if
away
you
in there.
want to make a North American account, which I would highly recommend, go ahead and do that,
Right.
and you can jump in.
And then after 2 weeks of it being in PlayStation Home, we will get to release it on our channel
Yes, YouTube.
here on our
So
YouTube channel.
don't pout. It's just if you're in Europe, you'll get it slower than North
Right, so you
America.
can still eventually see it, just not
Right.
first thing, because PlayStation Home was kind of like our premiere for it.
Right. I mean, it's like it's a big thing, and we want our big stuff to be in a big place.
And it's,
Right off
it's
the
just to clear this up, like, this show will keep going on here, just like
this
normal.
is normal.
You can go into PlayStation Home for even more Little Big Podcasts.
There you go. And if you're in PlayStation Home, which you wouldn't be seeing this, but if you were in PlayStation Home, then you could come here and see more.
Right.
So if you came from PlayStation Home to here, then thanks for joining us. And no, I wasn't. See, the funniest thing, we had like a little launch party, right? And he wasn't really at it, but
I was watching,
having,
kind of.
Yeah, he was watching, and I was having a little launch party. And I was up there, and we got the whole front of the auditorium dancing. It was really funny.
I did see that. There were quite a few people.
There was a lot of people.
So.
And then somebody reported me for impersonating.
Yeah, Daniel goes in there, he's like, hey, that's me on screen. He's like, no, it's not.
He's
Daniel's
like, dude,
yeah,
I
it
just
really
reported
is.
you for impersonating an official. I was like, I was like, first, I'm not an official, and second,
Of course,
I'm me.
you can't blame him because he would never know.
Right, and
But at the same time, it's kind of
Yeah.
funny. Like, it actually is him. He's, not posing. But anyway.
it's kind of funny that we're like to the point that we can get in trouble for impersonating ourselves.
I don't know.
It's really funny.
That's pretty weird.
I mean, I never thought that our show would make it far enough to get in trouble for impersonating
impersonating us.
ourselves.
I don't know. Anyway, so
Pretty
be
cool
sure to head
stuff.
into PlayStation Home Community Theater. Once again, that's Auditorium 10. And then you
Yes.
can go watch our show. It's only about 6 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks
So it won't
to
take you
Kate
too much
Peterson on that one. That was awesome. Thanks so much. Glass Walls, right?
Glass Walls, yes.
Yeah.
And a little thanks to, well, a lot of thanks to UN Cyrus, Mr. Will Powers, who
Yes.
helped get us in. So-
Right.
Okay, and our last piece of news for this week, if you haven't yet, go play the Hansel and Gretel bot.
Go
levels.
play.
Go play. I had to throw
Go
in the accent
play.
because you have the Hansel and Gretel bot.
Hansel and Gretel what?
I do some weird, I guess it's just because
Yeah,
over the past few
accenting.
years, I've just heard so many different accents now that
Yeah.
I wasn't used to hearing that this starting to blend, and I don't really know. I definitely have an American accent. but
Contact us.
no, at least it's not like that. We are
Come
from
to
the south.
littlebigpodcasters at gmail.com. All that fun
Right,
stuff.
so Hansel and Gretel bot.
You know, one of these episodes we should just do like a heavy accent of whatever.
We
and
should
see
we
if
should have
anybody
just like
notices.
we should just have accent month, and each
Accent
episode
month.
we can just have an annoyingly different accent each week.
And then have like a trailer and be like, accent month, only on Little Big Podcast, and have all these like really weird accents and
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
it'd be
on top
sick.
of that, if they'll be poorly done, it'll just make it all that much
right.
worse.
It's like
And then who knows how bad the YouTube captions will
I
be.
came to the store and bought a unicorn.
Right, I'll let you rehearse, later while I'm editing and I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so be sure
Editing
to
with our Astro gaming headsets.
plug.
Plug.
Okay,
little
so
plug in there.
Be sure to contact us at littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com if you have any comments, suggestions, or cool art.
Questions,
also,
comments, concerns.
Yes. Also follow us on Twitter. We're at LB Podcast.
That is the best place to get your lbp.me links to us. We have a app that runs constantly, and anytime we see the lbp.me link, we will add it to the queue.
Right.
Unless
Okay.
it's like something that's not been already added to the queue.
Very true, because someone would have added it twice, and I don't know if that's possible.
No, it'll say remove from your queue when you click on it again, which I actually had happen today. Some kid was like, check out my level, and then some other, well, I don't know if he was a kid, but then somebody else wrote, hey, can you check out my friend's level? And it was like the same level. It was funny, yeah.
Alright, so be sure to, once again, subscribe to us, or follow us on Twitter, at
Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe on YouTube, and then subscribe on iTunes. Just search Little Big Podcast in iTunes. You can subscribe. Get all of our episodes downloaded straight to your iDevice, whatever that may be.
Yes.
And also, we are on TiVo.
Yeah.
And we're on
TiVo.
Google TV. And we're on just several other outlets. If you have any kind of media outlets, just search for our show. You'll probably be able to find it there, and you can take it with you on the go.
Right. And one more thing before you go. I forgot to throw this in earlier when we were doing like little mention things, but it's my birthday this week on Tuesday,
So happy birthday, Daniel!
Yay! Comment with your little happy birthday thing, and if you really want to, then make a video response of you singing happy birthday.
You're catching up to me, brother.
I am.
You are.
We'll only
But
be
not for
a
very
year
long.
apart numberly.
For
Numberly,
1
is
month, for 1 month you'll be a year younger than me. But then
Right.
April
Well,
14th.
I mean, not technically, but sort ofly.
Right.
It's sort ofly and numberly, because I just made those up, I think.
Yeah, but you don't have seniority, so that doesn't count.
Seniority, whatever. I mean, he's always using that.
Wait,
it's
where'd
like,
my ring go? It disappeared. Oh, there it is.
yes, that is a senior class rank.
We got a lot of
goodness,
comments
do you remember
about
that?
this. Yes, we do.
It was so funny.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us this week, guys.
Yes.
I'm Austin.
Did we say iTunes?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
A long time
okay.
ago. Alright, thanks for joining us this week, guys. I'm Austin.
I'm Daniel.
And we shall see you next Friday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.